to Rebel Minded Festival with STARCH. I'm Katie Murphy. Now, you're the host of the festival, so what is it like for you to get up on the stage and, make all these speeches and talk about everyone? Is it stressful for you, or were you ready for this, event?
Right. Well, you try to prepare as much as you can. This isn't the first time I've hosted. This is definitely the largest thing I've hosted, but it's not the first time I've hosted an event. So there's a mental exercise I go through every time, and Joel and I work very closely, so we've prepared for this. But be that as it may, there's always a bit of nervousness when you go up on stage or where you go in front of cameras. There's no really running away from that. You just got to kind of swallow it and get to work,
And are you showing any of your work today?
Yeah, I did. I debuted STARCH episode 7. Okay, so it was played live here, and the subject of it is a woman named Sophia Domaville, Haitian American abstract artist who has some beautiful words to say, beautiful philosophy, and we definitely played that here tonight. STARCH episode 7.
And what does the overall concept of your episode, what do you want your audience to get out of it?
Okay, of that episode or of the series? Okay, that episode in particular, I want people to watch it and feel that Sophia personally has been through a lot. She was in the 9-to-5 system working some corporate job, and she was unhappy. So at some point she decided she wanted to be true to herself, she wanted to be true to her craft, and she just took a leap of faith and went and did it, and now she's happier than she's ever been. So I want people who are in that space, who are in that place where the corporate grind is just not for them and they have all this creative energy that they're just afraid to let go. I want them to be able to take inspiration from Sophia's story, from her triumph, and themselves strike out and start that indie life, that entrepreneurial life, create. It's a wonderful thing.
Now, does each episode have its own story, or do it follow consecutively?
Pretty much. The episode, it's a very at least the good thing about having your own series is that it's kind of like a carte blanche. Okay, so I'm free to do whatever I want to do so long as it adheres to our mission, which is to enlighten and empower others. Okay, so we're trying to foster a culture of altruism, of self-realization, of intellectualism. We're trying to make these things cool again. Okay, so there's a wide variety of things we can cover, a wide variety of social political issues, philosophical issues, even metaphysical issues, just to get people to think critically, just to get people to wake up, to these things. So far, all of our episodes are relatively unique. They're all about different people, different initiatives, different issues, but we've moved into more serious documentary filmmaking now, where now at least the seasons have a common theme. Okay, so there will be, beginning with season 2, actually this season, and season 3 and beyond, a theme that links all of the episodes. They'll be unique, but linked by a silver lining.
Okay.
And we'll leave that to the audience to figure out what that lining is.
And what episode, I know you probably had a lot, but which one's your favorite, and which one do you feel like you can relate to the most?
Damn. STARCH episode 5 is probably my favorite, and it's called Andromeda. Okay, so that was the first episode we've ever done where I didn't have a subject on the episode. It was just me speaking into the night sky, and I spoke of, I don't know, I just made a declaration, just out there. I spoke about energy and how, the universe just works in these mysterious ways, and my hopes and dreams for STARCH. And it was Coney Island. We filmed it at night. I was alone on the sand, and it was just a very spiritually fulfilling episode for me. STARCH episode 5.
And where can we follow your series?
So you can watch the series. We have our website. It's starchedsuns.com. That's STARCHED Suns, SUNS.com. And we have a YouTube channel if you forget all about the website somehow. YouTube.com/StarchedSuns, same word, but it's starchedsuns.com. That's where you can watch all of our episodes, read up on our philosophy, see the members of the team, the whole nine.
And what does a rebel mean to you?
Well, I would say to me, being a rebel is just having the capacity to think critically. I feel like we live in the information age. We live in an age where it's such crushing conformity around everywhere. Everyone just wants to conform. I want to go to school, go to college, get a job, get a 9-to-5, get a house with the picket fence, and the whole nine. So the person who is able to like kind of see the code in the matrix, you can kind of look at the status quo and say, this is not how I want it to be. And you can just see it for what it is, and you can think critically, and now you're a glitch in the machine. You can move, you're a free agent now. If you have the capacity to do that, and you begin to manifest, you start to create, you start to go against the status quo, you start to go against the crushing mental, spiritual conformity, then that right there, to me, makes you a rebel.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.